I was born in Newton, Iowa, really good community. It was a place that I wouldn't change growing up there for anything. So Newton had Maytag as the big company in town, and the good side to that is everybody had well-paying jobs, whether they were working in the factory or the headquarters or an engineer. And when it packed up and moved away, so did a lot of the people. It definitely put more stress overall on the community. Naturally, there's a slow decline in the economy. My dad got laid off when I was in 6th grade. He came and picked me up from school, told me what happened, and as a kid in 6th grade, you're really worried because your dad's had this job his entire life. It's like anything else. You learn to persevere. The people there figure it out. And so from that, we lost some people, but also it brought, I think, everybody closer together that was still in the town. At that time, a 12 to 15-year-old kid, because that's really when the shift happened, we would always go up and stay with Grandpa and Grandma for at least a week or two in the summer. And that's when really the good memories were created, because your parents were gone, so it was Grandpa and Grandma get to decide the rules, and you always get away with a little bit more when you're at Grandpa and Grandma's house. The most monumental person in my life was my grandpa. My grandpa was from a small town in northwest Iowa. He was from Keagan. He expected you to do the right thing when nobody was looking. He liked to hunt. He was the first one to take me pheasant hunting. He was the first one to take me ice fishing. We'd go out on the Okoboji and fish for perch. His other big thing was horses. He always grew up riding horses. It's something it's almost synonymous with his name, always taking care of horses. He was a man of few words in serious moments, but his ability to lighten a mood in a stiff room was one of his best qualities. I think it's balancing between being able to lighten the mood and being able to relate to people, but then being able to flip the switch and have the serious side and say, all right, here's the tough conversation that needs to happen, and not stray away from those. I think it's the combination of the two that I picked up on. Maybe I had a knack for it, but it's definitely something I took notice of. And I thought that the memories that I created there that were standard memories for any kid growing up, and they weren't.